Domi J. Shoemaker. It's Maker, not Mocker, right?
Right.
Maker? All right. Domi's an Idaho-born gender flexor whose early writing career climaxed at age 15, writing epitaphs after a string of teenage drunk driving accidents. Were you the driver? Or?
No.
No, okay. After 22 years of crisis work, Domi came back to writing, and aside from working on a novel for the past couple of years in dangerous writing, Domi has stories published in Pank magazine online, landed a gig with Lydia Yuknovich for the launch of Dora, a headcase, and is now an intern for Kiasmus Media. Kias, I got that right. Also, she put this whole thing together. She also neglected to mention that she recently appeared in an episode of Portlandia. And that's just so Portlandia. So, Domi J. Shoemaker.
Thank you, guys. That's my real voice. Okay. 4 years. Okay, I'm gonna be serious about this. Give me a second. Read your papers. Anything else? I will not. 4 years old, sitting in the not front driver's seat of the car. Just mom and me. The sky blue, green on the inside car. The sky matched the car's outside, but inside the car it felt like rain. This was just a few weeks after Dad moved out. Mom and Dad had already taken everything. I guess when you think everything's what you don't got, there's always something more to be took. That day, sky blue sky day, Dad was taking the car to give it to his new wife. Dad's new wife, my mom's old best friend. Dad's new wife, my old best friend's mom. Dad's new family, my old best friend's mom, and mom's old best friend with Dad's new baby on the way. I didn't know it was the last time me and Mom would be in the sky blue car. Dad had just gone, Dad had been gone now since 4th of July, just before my birthday. Fireworks everywhere. Baby's supposed to come at Christmas. Dad said he needed the car so new wife could get groceries for new family. We needed to get groceries too. Me, Mom, my 3 brothers, Ron, John, Nate, and Blake. Dad's old family. Except Ron John. He didn't need groceries on account he died before he was ever born. But he was still family. I wondered if Ron John would stay with us or be in Dad's new family. Maybe both, since he didn't take up no room. Seemed like our need was more than the new family's car need, which was 10-3. Even counting Ron John, and even with one more baby coming, you'd think they'd be okay with just one car. Besides, Dad's new baby wasn't around yet, and who's to say it'd make it here alive? Even if it did, it'd take up less room than me. Car need didn't have a whole lot to do with car keeping. Me and Mom, we were best friends. I cried when she cried, but never in the same room. She didn't know. I wasn't supposed to know either. Not about the wads of blacked up mascara, toilet paper in the bathroom garbage, or the soggy and singed Kleenex in the glass ashtray on her nightstand, or the scrap of napkin poking out of her bra when she came to tuck me in, but I knew. My brother said stop blubbering, but that just made me cry more. Mom was driving. Me, 4 years old, in not driver's seat. My hand palms were looking at each other, and me looking back and forth between them and Mom. Mom in her pink frost lipstick, her dyed black hair pulled back tight, her curly black miniature wig bobby pinned to the crown of her head, what we called a topper, strapped in with Mom's favorite scarf. Mom called it silky. I was trying to remember her hands' names. Right, I said. Right hand was easy. Looking at the other hand, nothing. I started over. You always go with what you know first, and then the rest will come along. Right, I said. Everything had a name. And usually, if I concentrated hard enough and asked real nice, just about anything, it would tell me its name once I learned it. I learned hand names in Sunday school. This one wasn't about to give. Mom, I said. I held out the hand, his name was right. If this one is my right, is this one my wrong? Mom laughed and laughed and didn't stop laughing until the laugh was all run out. Then she pulled the car over to the curb, left the engine on. Wasn't much traffic. We just sat there for a minute. Mom's hand on the steering wheel. Mom's hands on the steering wheel. She reached over and wrapped her hand around my hand, her hand around the name whose hand I couldn't remember. You're silly, Mom said. This one's not wrong. Mom's voice, so TV smooth, soft, so TV mom soft. Soft like I had never heard. That one over there, she said, that was your right hand. She was smiling the way she does when just one side of her mouth lifts up, and she's not quite finished with the sentence. But I interrupted anyway. Mom, I know that one's name, I said, holding right up in front of my face. Ah yes, I guess you do, smarty pants. She held on the other hand and squeezed. This one's name is Left, Mom said. Oh yeah, Left. Then Mom, she turned sideways toward me in the front driver's seat. In the front of his driver's seat, and I turned sideways to face her. Her pink lipstick, green and gold eyeshadow sparkling beneath the outline of drawn-on eyebrows, and dark pink powder she put on her cheeks. I wanted the whole world to be colored in just like her. Mom brought right and left together into her hands. Right, the hand you color with, Mom said. And left, the one that helps right out, just like you helped me. Just like I helped you, I said. Mom pulled right and left up to her face, one on either side, and held them there, closed her eyes. Left, I said. Like that left. I was trying to figure out words. I was 4. Mom's eyes opened fast, and her underneath eyelids filled up with tears. Tears right about ready to pour over the edge. I wondered if I could make my eyes cry but not spill. Better to wonder about one single thing than to worry about what's coming next. Mom's eyes got so big and so dark, they sucked in all the sound and most of the light. Then they looked over my head down into nowhere. I breathed slow, stayed as still as I could. Terrified that the dark in her eyes might take me in and swallow me up whole, and we'd both be gone forever. But I had to pee. I brought my knees up and squeezed them together. Mom closed her eyes and looked down. Everything in her spilled all over my hands. So much heat and so much black. I tried to take my hands back, but they weren't mine anymore. She used the palms of left and right to wipe off her face. My shoulders started to burn being pulled like that. Outside I was still, but I swallowed me back into myself as much as I could. Uncle, I said. She started dabbing her eyelashes with the backs of my hands. No Kleenex, no napkins, no toilet paper, just me. Uncle, I said louder, and let my body go mush. Mom stopped crying, stopped dabbing, looked at me quick, stopped squeezing, stopped breathing, and dropped my hands. She turned back around in her seat. She turned back around in her seat. I pulled my hands back into my lap. She looked straight ahead the whole way home. I looked straight down. Left and right, mascara gray and spotty, just hands. I wanted to cry, but I stopped knowing now. Thank you.